6 years, I hosted a program called the Story Selling Academy. I basically just talked to all kinds of people about what to say on camera, how to be effective, and how to actually connect with a business owner in a way that they would want to work with you. I have dozens and dozens of testimonials. I've reviewed thousands upon thousands of videos, and I thought today we could do a live take action show and tell. So the framework that I've been sharing with everybody and been shouting it from the rafters for 6 years now is video is the number one way to build trust. And so go identify businesses that you want to work with. The more local, the better. If you have a niche picked out, fantastic. If you don't, you feel like you're just trying to get your first set of clients and get them some wins, no big deal. Identify businesses in your local area or in your actual network. People you know, people that your mom knows, people that your parents know, people that your neighbors know, right? Business owners that you can go and approach, right? So get a list, send them a video. That used to be it. Now we have get a list, right? Create something in AI Studio, send them a video. So if you guys are cool with that, I actually want you to create something today. But by show in the chat, what do you do after you send the video? Anybody? Like, what are your next steps after you send that video off? Yes, Shelly nailed it. Yeah, you follow up with a call. How many in here, by show of hands or a yes in the chat, have made a phone call to a business in the last 30 days? Okay, I'm seeing some hands. Let's go. All right, nice. So yes, you follow up with a call, and more so, you can follow up with in as many ways with as many channels as you possibly can. You are there to show them that you're a real legitimate person. And the more you show up, the better. I've even talked about before, they did that Harvard study that said the average sale comes after like the ninth touch point. Nowadays, it might even be a little bit more because we're in a trust recession with AI and people not even really sure if that's a real person or what they're going to gain out of it, right? And so if you can follow up 6 to 16 times with different touch points, you have a much higher probability of winning. And so touch points can be the phone call, a text message, another call, the video, another email. And you could even go and like their post on LinkedIn, like their most recent Facebook post, right? Be in their world. If you can also, and it makes sense, become their customer. We've talked about this before. We sold a 5-figure deal to a dog training company. They're now doing 6 figures a month on HighLevel built with us. And it's because I also became a customer. So we paid them for dog training, which was how I saw that things were not totally dialed in. They didn't have a system. All right. So you guys are all clear on that. And one of the cool things we can do, which we're going to do today, is you can actually come in saying, I already built you something. So that actually goes hand in hand with skills that I wanted to share with you guys. I shared this on Tuesday's call. I'm not going to spend a ton of time on this, but I want you to know what's coming. Inside of our Kismet Club in the Learning tab, I understand some of you guys are in my free community and some of you all are in our inner circle. I think it is a nice arrangement of resources, but it's not the complete package. What I would like to do is build a complete package for you and a system that's actually built on AI skills. So stick with me for a second, but this kind of talks about what is coming and what is being built out right now. So phase one, this is what we're talking about right now, is researching your ideal prospect, creating your outreach video script and something that you create inside of AI Studio to send them as an example, and then follow up. Because I think what happens notoriously in this industry is someone will say, this is the perfect proven follow-up sequence, just use it and you'll win. Like, let me know in the chat if you're like, yeah, I've heard that a million times. How many of us, and this is not, I don't mean for this to be like a gender, I'm just going to use an example for myself that happens to have gender in it. But for me, there were so many times where I would download this proven sequence, follow-up sequence, but it sounded like a guy. It didn't sound like me. And at the end of the day, if they were going to get on a Zoom call with me or a phone call with me, and my emails that got them over the edge and got them over the hump weren't me or weren't my voice, there we had a problem. We had a disconnect. And they weren't the type of people that would be attracted to me because I wasn't putting me forward. So what this follow-up skill will do is it will actually write these follow-up sequences for you in your own brand voice. And I'll be hosting trainings on how to use the AI responses inside of HighLevel to even personalize them further. So Once you do that, the entire goal of phase one outreach is to land a co-discovery call. I've talked about this a lot. I have a whole workshop on it, but I have built a standalone app that I've actually given away. You can find it on my YouTube channel. You can find it in our community. But I'm going to be building on top of that to create the system where it's easier to flow into. In fact, I think Sue Cooper's in the room. She just announced a win on Tuesday. She did this co-discovery process, used the app, generated a scope of work, put it into the proposal inside of HighLevel, and then sent off that proposal. And I also have what I encourage you guys to do is send a proposal video. Don't just send the video on the initial outreach. You send it when you send the proposal, and this will actually help you kind of outline that script for that as well. So the goal is this is all to get the client signed. Once they sign your proposal, then I want an automation process that kicks up their client portal. Now we use Notion and as my team, but I also know that HighLevel is in the process of beefing up their task management platform. So it's possible that may shift in the future, but the whole point is I want you guys to feel really confident and clear on how you're going to onboard these guys. And then this right here, these are skills for generating the initial files that you need. So, and for example, we have been actually utilizing a new AI tool at the moment, which I'll kind of get into. But what we do before we get into any of that is we upload our knowledge base overview, our brand writing guide, our brand design guidelines, our ideal client profile, our competitor research, and our keyword research. So we've got like 6 main documents that we create for ourselves and for every client we work with. Those get uploaded as context into AI before we start fulfilling the nuts and bolts of the project, whether that's building automation workflows, a growth website, right? Like a voice AI agent, whatever it may be that the solution that you're building for them at HighLevel, you have to start with these foundational knowledge base files. And we've been talking about this here a lot. And the conversation became, okay, well, what prompt do I put into an AI tool in order to create these? And that's where I'm building out these skills for you to download. And I'll just point out too, it says that they're Claude skills, but these are technically markdown files and they could be used anywhere. So if you're a Grok person or you love to use ChatGPT or you're really loving like a different tool, there's still a dot markdown file that you can use in those platforms. The whole goal is instead of me telling you this is the perfect snapshot for you, I want to give you AI agents that will go do the work. So it'll actually be what you need. Does that make sense? Can I get a yes in the chat if you're like, okay, I get it? Are these your own built Claude skills? Yes, they're in progress right now, Zring, but that is the entire idea is that I'm going to arm you with AI skills to get this work done. Now, this is the fulfillment phase here. So the entire goal here is that everything generated now is going to be able to be handed over to HighLevel's native AI. So that inside of AI Studio, you're getting what you need done. Inside of the AI workflows, you're getting what you need. Inside of Ask AI, you're getting what you need done. These are the different tools that HighLevel has. Like Ask AI, for example, can build pipelines, build custom fields, build objects, right? Build pipeline stages, etc. But then the workflow AI can actually put all the pieces together in a workflow. So they're all inside of HighLevel, but they do different things. And so that's the goal here is you're going to be able to hand off from what your AI created with these skills and then put it in a way that now HighLevel will actually build it out for you. Is that clear? Like by a show of thumbs? Because I know like this is really technology is moving so fast. So I don't want to be overboard on this, but this is I've spent a lot of time and thought, especially after traveling last week, of like what would help you all the most. And so that's what I'm doing. And then we've got a couple of other like how do we actually onboard the client? How do we train the client? What after we've built a custom system for them, do we need to hand over to them? So all this is where we're heading. And then what's the data hub for everything? Where is everything living? These are the 4 kind of hubs in my framework, but this will be built in a way that you can download the skills files and you can build it in any way you want it. So I'm just trying to make it easier, but at the end all be all, and I think I talk about this a lot, is you can learn and get all the tools and get all the resources and get all the snapshots and download all the things But if at the end of the day you're not having enough conversations and you're not doing enough sales, then you don't have a client to build for, then you're just in learning mode, right? Can I get like a yes if that makes sense? Let's see. Okay, cool. Alrighty. So so you guys know that this is coming, and then please look out for some emails from me. So all of these Claude skills, if you're not already, just put IC in the chat if you're already part of the inner circle, because I think we have quite a few people in here. And heck yeah, Sue Cooper. Yeah, got both Sues in the house. If you're not yet a part of the inner circle and you do want access to all these skills as they are coming live, then there's never been a better time. You're going to get some emails from me over the next couple of days, next couple of weeks, but starting on June 1st is HighLevel is doing the Summer of AI promotions. And so what that means is HighLevel is now discounting. So you can join the inner circle by upgrading your current HighLevel account if and or just paying directly, but it'll be a great time to upgrade because they're doing all kinds of stuff to discount not only just the AI pieces, but actual your plan, your billing for the next, like, I think they're like 3 or so months. I've got more to dive into that, but you'll be seeing my emails on that. So just FYI, that's what I'm doing. And so I'm building these skills so you guys have access to those as well. So pop in the chat what city you're in. And we're going to use somebody in the room as an example. Brisbane, Vancouver. Sweet. Nice. Nice. Oh, Marissa, you're in the house, no doubt. You're in Tempe, Illinois. Lori, what state is that? Norwalk. Connecticut. All right, sweet. Okay, sweet. All right, all right, so you're gonna start with your city. Drop in the chat if you have a niche, put your niche in there. If you don't, then that's okay. We're gonna go with Norwalk, Connecticut. Lori, there's Norwalk, Connecticut. I'm gonna go with dog groomer. You guys have seen me do this before, so I'm just gonna do dog grooming. I've talked about this also as well, is that there's a tool called Appify. You can get a completely free account. You can go in and you can actually run sort of an agent. You get $5 for free. I guess it reboots every month. So I have you another $5 for free. So we can also run a local business search on these. They're called actors and you can search through them. Here's like a local lead finder, businesses without websites. Businesses without websites lead scraper from Google Maps. You can run either one of these, right? Or there's like multiple ones that do it. Let's see what one I had the most success with. Results 100, this one. So it's called businesses without websites lead scrapers. So let's just do, we have country. This does the whole country, which is why it's not like the most dialed in. So you can run these. I don't want to spend a lot of time in tinkering to get an entire list because I want you to actually take action. We've got like a little over 30 minutes. So what we're going to do is we're actually just going to look at Google Maps as our results. These are all sponsored here. So these people are paying, right? Let's go to more businesses. And a couple of things we're scrolling for, right? Like Zoomin' Groomin'. Yes, they have a website, right? You can see that they have like a little less options here. I'm going to scroll down, keep scrolling down. The Harry Barker Inn and Spa, 10 years in business, 44 reviews, not that many for 10 years, right? Guys, I mean, like, what is the math on that? A little over 4 reviews per year. That is not great. And then on their Google business page, there is no website. And they have a 1-star review that's kind of probably tanking them down. And then their last review, if I did some digging, I could probably see it. They have a listed Yelp page or Facebook, Yelp, and Instagram. So I'm going to pop these open. Let's go ahead and pop these open. And then for good measure, we will actually Google this specific business. You guys with me so far? Okay. So, and then I'm going to give you guys a second to do this on your own and then identify just one business. So I want this to go back out to the regular Google results. just to make sure that maybe they have a website, but they haven't linked it to their Google business page. It's wanting to know if I want to be closer because I'm not in Connecticut, but we're using it because Lori is, and it's just an example. So I'm looking down here just to see if there is a .com, a website of any kind, products and services. Okay, here is a website. Guys, does this look like a good website? No. All right, so I've picked out someone. I'm going to give you, how long did this take me? What, 5 minutes to pick out and identify a business that needs help? 5 minutes. All right. I'm gonna give you guys 5 minutes on the clock, and I want you to type in the chat. Um, just type it, actually put in the name of the business. When you've got one, I want you to put a name. I'll start. Just put in the name of the business when you found one, and when I can see the majority of us have businesses picked out, then I will pick back up. You guys see MANUS? Thanks, Alex. Sweet. Love the little emojis. That helps. This is what I wrote while you guys were looking. Please research who owns this business and give me their name, email, and phone number. The Harry Barker Inn and Spa in Darien, Connecticut, or somewhere near Norfolk, right? This is a link to get 500 free credits on MANUS. If you've not used MANUS yet, it's really easy. That's literally all I wrote. You guys are seeing the entirety of the prompt within just a couple of seconds while we were sitting here. Here we go. This is the email. There's the phone number. Previous owners, current owner. Amy. I'm assuming that's how it's pronounced. Amy. So we know the owner and we know that the founder operated the businesses for many years and then Amy acquired the business. Cool. There's opportunity, right? Okay, so are you guys seeing this, right? The current owner, and it was from this source. There's the source, all good. Now we know we can make a video for Amy. If that's cool, then let's move forward. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to write a prompt for AI Studio. I just put this together. I've literally seen Facebook post this week that go, I cracked the code. I built the 16-page AI Studio prompt, the prompt of all prompts. I don't know if you guys have been seeing this. Forget that for right now, because all we're trying to do is like catch some attention from this business owner and not spend a million years. We're not going to build out a full robust website. We're just going to literally get something to go. So this is all you need. Context. What do we need, right? Whoops, let me type it in here. Context. So I just want you to like take a piece of paper out take a notepad out or just go directly into HighLevel Studio, right? And this is what we're going to basically do. Let me just do that instead. When you're in your HighLevel account, you're going into the AI Studio. Let me zoom in. You guys seeing this? But we are putting that those numbers did not pull over correctly, did they? But that's okay. This is what we are putting inside of here. What do I mean by context? Whoops, dang it. Do you guys know that when you hold Shift key down and press enter, that's the way to not actually have this thing take off? So hold Shift and enter. This is actually why I recommend building your prompts over somewhere else and then you can copy and paste. Right, what's the context? I need to build a website for the Harry Barker Spa. Please review all of the information you can find on the following links. Right? I mean, that's about as easy as it gets. So we've got their Yelp profile because I already opened it up. Boom, right? We've got their Instagram channel. Boom. We've got their Facebook channel. Boom, right? Okay. Goals, right? Keep it simple, guys. Like, this is literally, I think people overcomplicate the crap out of this. So let's say something like, please create a home page that shows this business how they would be able to have their customers schedule grooming by interacting with a really simple quiz and then prompting them to schedule a time. All right, give me some examples in the chat based on the businesses you guys found, like of a goal. Like help each other out. We're a community here. So put something in the chat real quick of like what would be your goal, right? Because not every business needs calendar scheduling. Maybe their goal is something else. but you should be thinking about conversions, like how are they going to generate new leads, right? And then I'll say build it with an interactive AI chat bot on it as well. This is, guys, this is not even like the prettiest prompt, but that's the whole point is like, I think if you try and make it too complicated, then you overwhelm yourself. Output. What do I mean by output? I'm probably moving fast, which is why I don't see any examples of goals in the chat, but you guys can use something like this, right? It does not have to be complex. Some examples of some goals. Please create a homepage that is designed with SEO in mind so that this business owner can see at a glance that if people were searching for their business, they'd actually find it. Please build it with the goal of collecting email addresses off of a free lead magnet, like whatever it may be that you can see from this business at a glance would help them. I just happen to know groomers need more grooming scheduled, so that's the goal. Output, you're basically telling it like what kind of style, what kind of format. We've talked about this before. Credit goes back to Sue Bookhout, who saw this in some kind of call, is you can go and Google Webflow templates. Okay. So you can go to this main site. It's thousands upon thousands of Webflow templates. So what I mean by output style is like people are getting complex with this. They'll write like a 10-page prompt on like make it extra modern and with gradients, and you don't have to do any of that. You can literally go find a style that you like. So I recommend kind of glancing at their Instagram, like do they have anything here that like tells me that they care about a certain kind of style? Here I'm seeing like a pink and blue kind of thing, like a really old school PNG. The rest of them are literally dog pictures. It looks like they kind of have like a cutesy logo on their wall in their building or whatever. So I would just kind of like, I don't know, this one's standing out to me. It's kind of girly, it's kind of pink. I'm just moving fast, right? Like, and then what you do is you go to preview in browser. And this actually looks like it's got like multiple versions of this homepage. So I'm just going to pick one that's like relatively like simple to look at. So Spectrum, right? Like this is a very simple page. Maybe I'll go and see if I can find more of like a homepage kind of style kind of vibe. That's too much. Okay. I'm just going to pick, let's see, project page. Yeah, we're just going to pick one of these, right? I'm just doing this to tell you that it doesn't have to be perfect. And if you find a Webflow template where you're like, man, this is sharp, this looks good, you can use it for every single prospect. You don't have to do a new one each time. So I'm just going to say use the design style of this website, right? For this business. All right, cool. Now I'm going to give you guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste this, right? We don't really need the headers, but I just did that for ease. But this is now our prompt for AI Studio. So I'm going to paste it into here. Questions before I move forward, like quick questions as long as it's like on topic for this. But any questions on this, or you guys want to just get started in creating your own prompt? Okay, cool. All right, so go ahead and write a prompt for the business that you found. The goal is to get customers to submit a tree and stump removal estimate request form. Killing it, Supercow. Way to go. Like, definitely taking action. All right, I'm going to let this run in the background, and now your goal is to go write a very quick prompt. Remember, context, what you want the website to like show that it can do, and then what design style output do you want, and the quickest hack is to just go pull something from that Webflow template library. I'm going to give you guys 4 minutes. Type studio in the chat if your studio is building something right now. Or let me know in the chat if you're completely lost. Please drop a question in the chat if you are not following, because it is important to me. I want you guys to get a win, but let me move forward for sake of time here. So look what it created for me, guys. This was the, where was the Webflow template? Chromie template. Looked a little something like this. Incredibly simple, right? And remember, that's all we had to do to tell it what to design. We didn't need some like 25 paragraph prompt. And this is what it created. The Harry Barker, little cutesy picture, right? Cutesy pics, book your visit. And remember, you guys remember what I said? Make it kind of like a quiz style. How big's your dog? I've got a big dog. What's his hair look like? Long and flowing. Is it his first trim, or do we need a full shebang? Select a date. Guys, how cool is this? This took all of 15 minutes. Like, would Amy, who owns this business, that only has 44 Google reviews and has been in business for 10 years and acquired this business, would she be like, would she want to talk to me after I was like, I made this for you? Right? Like, I think there's so much magic here in this that we kind of like, it's almost like we're numb to it. A business owner goes, oh my God, a website's the thing I've been putting off. Right? Love it. Alex, love that. Oh, nice. Scott says, just wanted to let you know I made 10 outreach half-assed but better than no-ass videos to prospects. Thank you for challenging me to finish it. Nice. Scott, your next step is to phone call them, follow up, email them, see if you can get another contact to talk to, show them what you built. All right. So quickly, what do we got to do? Even like it did like a really cool thing on the like just crazy cool. All right, guys, what do we do next? We record a video to Amy, right? Even if Amy's the wrong person, we're going to try and get it in their hands. Manus told me who this person was, but I can also verify on their Facebook page that that is the email address, that is the phone number, right? And so, what do we need to say? This is the part that a lot of people get wrong, right? Hook. Start with the reason that you're reaching out to them and build rapport in a sentence or two tops, right? Amy, I'm reaching out to you. I Googled you. I was looking for dog groomers in the, Norfolk, Connecticut area, came across you, realized that you don't even have a website, clicked to find your website, and it is broken, but I made you one. Hook, right? That's it. I see far too often. Do not do this thing where you go, "Hi, Amy. This is Paige Batcher. I'm a digital architect with Kismet Ideas, and we build growth websites." And no, did you guys actually hear how I started that video? Cool. All right. So that's your hook. Your hook is I was searching for you online. I noticed that you've got a problem. You're going to share value while turning on three light bulbs. What's your methodology? Because of AI, we've been able to move really, really quickly and actually build you a website already. I've actually got this set up and then we can work together to customize it. And I actually would have started this at the top and shown her the quiz. I'll show her the quiz. This is what we built for you because think about it, right? And one of the ways you can really sink in like what's unique about you is using analogies. And so I'll say something like, and think about it because we all just want to order Uber Eats on our phone. We're all ordering Amazon when we run out of, whatever it is in our household that we need. What do you think your clients want to do when they want to book a grooming? If you want to go an extra step, you could also pull up a competitor website and go, look, the folks down the road from you have digital scheduling, you don't, but it's practically already built. So our methodologies are a couple of things specifically for Kismet and I. We're now telling people because of advantages with AI, we can help you win faster. We're also telling people that we build in a platform where you'll only have one place to log in and you'll understand everything that's happening with your marketing and sales. That's everyone here can use this, right? And then we have a third one where we say, and we'll build this so that your team is empowered and they'll know how to use it and you can expand on it for years to come, right? That's it. Those are our methodologies. Outer world, who is this helping and how is it helping them? If you have real, actual, true, do not lie to people. If you have true case studies, use them. So I would say something like, Amy, in fact, we just helped a dog training client get their systems together. And it's not just a website, it's how it's automating all of their text messages and emails to their clients. They just did 106K in revenue last month. We'd love to help you do the same. Drop in the chat what you would do if you don't have testimonials, if you don't have your own testimonials. I feel like we're going to run out of time for show and tell, but I know we're going to at least have one time for one person. So be thinking about if you'll volunteer for that. And I'll probably have something special to give you. Stats, Keith, nailed it. Stats, right? So if you don't have it, what do? Go to a tool like Claude that can do deep research thinking or Manus that can do deep research thinking and ask that specific question for their industry. I saw a couple people doing law firms or salons or whatever it is. I would go to AI and I would go, I need statistics with proven sources. And I want stuff like Forbes, like CNN. I want like things that people will recognize. And I want statistics about AI adoption, websites, the power of reviews. And I would start using those as your outer world case studies. You have to turn that light bulb on for people of like why this matters, right? And then inner world is the third one. And that's what objections they might have to jumping on a call with you. I cannot stress this enough. Like, just type next step in the chat if you understand what I'm saying, is that you only have to get them over the hump of taking the next step. Because what I'm seeing in a lot of these videos is that you're not turning off this objection because the objection is I'm busy, I'm dealing with my business, I don't have time to look at your calendar and look at my calendar and book something, right? And their objection is taking the next step, but you're thinking about how do I get them excited to buy from me? Your only goal is to get them to have a conversation with you, right? So, all right, I love it. And then the invitation, you want to make it easy for them. And then that's why I talk about positioning the co-discovery call as a benefit, regardless of whether or not they hire you or not, right? And express why you care and then sign off this video with confidence. I've mentioned this on so many club calls. There's one word I never want you to say at all when you get to the end of this video. If somebody can guess it, it's going to be bonus points. One word, never ever want you to say. It's a good guess, too. She said just. Bye. Yeah, you don't have to say goodbye if you don't want to. If it comes naturally, that's okay. If, Keith nailed it. If, exactly. Do not say if. I've seen hundreds of videos. I've reviewed thousands of videos. I kid you not, of watching people like from front to back, watching them do these outreach videos. Do not say if. Don't say, so if this sounds good to you, if this resonates with you, if you want us to finish out this website, just eliminate if you are transferring confidence. You say something like, I built this for you. Obviously, we're going to customize it. But what's even more valuable is I actually have a couple of spots on my calendar this week, and we can get on a Zoom call, or I can call you over the phone and we can actually brainstorm on things that your business will need. Because I imagine we can also do things to even automate your Google reviews. We'll brainstorm it all, and you're going to walk away from that conversation with a clear path of what you can build for your business. It's going to help you grow for years to come, whether we work together or not. All you need to do is click the button below and find time on my calendar. I look forward to talking to you. That's how you end it, right? Because you're confident. I'm so confident that I feel like they should pay me to get on a call. And but I'm going to offer it for free. And I want you guys to have that same kind of feeling. How many people, if they're just running their law firm or their business, are spending the amount of time you are in learning these tools? Not many. So you should be confident. You should be very confident in your time spent. So that's what you want to include in the video. I'm going to have to do an entire other like experience where I actually hit record on it. I talk a lot about using this tool called DUBB.com. This is where I hit record. I pull up all these tabs. I click through my screens as fast as possible. So this is about a 90-second video, 2-minute video tops. And then I put it out there and I put a link to my calendar underneath. That's how I do this. So for sake of time, we have 4 minutes right now. Who would be willing, right? Alex says, show us an example. How about we do this? Number one, someone can show off their work and we can do show and tell for the next 4 minutes. So put one in let me explain the two options. Number one is we can have show and tell from someone in the community, or number two is you can actually watch me record this video. So put a 1 or a 2 in the chat of what you guys actually want to see. Okay. I'm seeing a lot of 2s. Record the video. All right, let's do it then. Okay. What I need from you guys though is I need so we got 3 minutes. I'm gonna make this happen because this is gonna be a less than 2-minute video. So I'm gonna hit record on this. What I need from you, well, what I hope for you, because I want you to take action, is like just record in the chat if you plan on recording your own right after this. What's the worst that can happen? You never hear from them. You took, like, I always use the basketball analogy. I'm like, you put a basketball in your hand and you took a shot at the goal, like, right? I need you to record it and I need you to send it. So let me know you guys are actually going to send it to this person. Like, that's what I need you to do because that builds the reps. All right, let's dive in. This tool. I'll get you guys a link because you can join DUBB, and they always love to know that you guys joined because I was showing it off. It is a Loom alternative. Loom is great. Loom is fine. DUBB's my preference. I've talked about it before. One of the reasons why DUBB is my preference is if somebody sends me a Loom video in an email and I check it on my phone and I want to watch it again, Loom pops up a login screen and I'm like, I don't want to create a Loom account, right? And so I get out of that. DUBB doesn't do that. And that's why one of the reasons why I like it. Has this little handy Chrome extension, so I'll be able to click record and share my screen. I think I'm not looking directly at the right screen, so I would put it on the right primary camera for me, like in a real life scenario. But for now, you're just going to see me looking sideways, but I would normally be looking at them. So here's me. You guys want yourself to be on this video. And this has got like a couple of different ways that I could be, positioned on this video, etc. And then I want all my tabs pulled up, right? I would even probably start with, right? I would, if I didn't close those out, that would have been smart to actually show them what. Am I doing this right? Norfolk, Connecticut. I'm doing it wrong.
Norwalk,
Thank you.
Norwalk.
Thank you so much, dog grooming. All right, sweet. So, and then it was right around down here or something. Okay, cool. Harry Bakerian, cool. All right, sweet. So then I just put these all in the order that I want to share it with her. You guys can see how fast I'm like, and then I'll get rid of any tabs that I don't want open, including who owns it, right? And then this one, you can publish this, right? And so that you wouldn't be actually seeing like the AI studio behind it, but I'm just gonna go, we're running out of time here at the top of the hour. So I'm gonna give me 90 seconds, but you could publish this so that you're only seeing that in view. I'm just gonna hit record on it like this. And yes, I will send this to Amy. Like it doesn't have to be perfect. So, all right, let's click into recording this video. Here's probably how I would start it off. Get rid of his message. And then I would click on sorry guys, clicking around to way too many things. Okay, here we go. Okay, start recording. Cool. Oh, he doesn't want to pull my camera right now. That is not.
Don't worry, because you're in Zoom, that's why.
Yeah, it's because I'm in Zoom. Okay. Hi, Amy. Just checking in on you because I was actually Googling the dog groomers in the area and I noticed that you didn't have a website. I popped over here to Facebook and then tried to go to your website, but the website ended in site cannot be reached. And I feel like you guys have been in business for a long time. You've been building up your reviews and obviously making sure that people can reach you is super, super important. I went ahead and took the time to create a website for you because AI can do things so quickly. We've been able to do a lot really, really fast, including creating this process where people can actually book their visit. Because, I mean, nowadays everybody wants to order Uber Eats on their phone. And now you can actually have them schedule a time on the grooming calendar. There could be so much more we can do with this because this is just the start and the tipping point of the iceberg. Once somebody does a groom with you too, we could be automatically asking them for more Google reviews that will grow your business. I would love to build this out further with you, and all we need to do is jump on a call. If you click the button below, you can grab a link on my calendar. I'm actually carving out some time this week, and I would love to collaborate with you on the things that you can build, not just your website, which is we've already gotten started on it for you, but also how you're automatically communicating with text messages, email marketing, and requesting more reviews, and then more AI stuff we can build for your business. I'm just fired up because this is the kind of stuff we just launched for our dog training client, and they just did 106K last month in revenue. They are thrilled, and they have one place to log into to see it all. So just grab time on the calendar, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Cheers. Right? That was 1 minute and 53 seconds. So many people get like panicked about it being too long or it not being perfect enough. Just guys, just get it done, right? Like that was not my best take I've ever done, but just get it done. And then I just call this like, hey, Amy. And then here it is. I've got the video's ready to go. I click on this button right here. I can send it with a little GIF preview. Normally, when I'm not on Zoom and there's too much load on my camera, it actually has me waving in the bottom corner. So it's me waving, and then they can see it's their Facebook page. It's really hard to ignore. And then I just literally on this page, you can even set a preset to do it already, but I just do a calendar on this page. So calendar, like something like that. Just put a calendar on the page. This is the back end. This is what they will see. It's got my logo on it, little background, connect one-on-one. That's it. You want this to be as simple as humanly possible. This page has already been created. It's mobile friendly, like it's already ready to go. And I can jump into HighLevel and create this person as a contact and write them an email. And I can even build out a full blown automation sequence as well. Or, it's like just get into action, shoot the dang basketball. I could just pop into here and send it off to Amy immediately and say, hey, you know, uh, I was looking at dog groomers in the area and noticed that you didn't have a website. So I went ahead and started making you one. I
Quick
recorded
question,
this video
Paige.
to show you what we made, and I look forward to connecting with you.
Real quick question, Paige. What do you put in the subject
Right
line?
now, this is missing some punctuation, but then I pasted. You guys seeing this? Now I pasted the video. It's normally better because it's me smiling and waving and scrolling. Give it a little motion. This automatically created the GIF. It automatically created the landing page. Unlike Loom, it'll never gate them. Let me drop a link for you guys in the chat to go check out DUBB and get a free trial. I don't mean to be like an affiliate link pusher. I freaking love when I find software tools that I love, I can't help but to promote them. I'm just like, I've been using DUBB daily for going on 7 years now. I found them back in the day. What's the subject line? Great question, Scott. Subject line is probably Amy. I built a website for what was it called? Harry Barker. Dot dot dot. Boom. Something like that. Right? Or Amy, I built this for you. Right? I think putting the name of their business is probably even more like engaging, but either way, something like that, right? Or I just built you a website. I recorded this video for you, right? Like I would try and do that. This would say, hey, Amy, right? Hey, Amy and or team at this business. And that's it. Signature on your email, and then they are forced to click and watch the video. When they click this link to watch the video, it pops over into this landing page. They do not see edit. They don't see any of these things because this is me logged in. They just see a video with a button.
And the button goes to your calendar.
Button goes to the calendar. You can also choose an option type inside of DUBB that is called a calendar embed. So if we add a new type of, I have like a bunch of calendars, so I need to like get clear on which one is the embed. So I can actually embed that calendar here, right? So they have all these providers, but you're like, well, how do we do it with HighLevel? You just do this embedded web page or whatever, right? And then you grab the share code on your calendar in HighLevel and you can actually embed the calendar. So now the calendar's on the page. Or you just do a button and link it over to your calendar on HighLevel, link it over to the calendar widget link. And then they have these things called presets where you can actually choose. You see, I've done like a bunch over time, but you can actually say as a default, I always want my calendar link. And you can make that your default preset, or you can create like an outreach preset and say every time I choose this preset, just add this button, add this calendar, etc. And it could even save you another step. So a lot of cool stuff you guys can do this. If you go the route of signing up for DUBB to do some of this video outreach, check in with me. I've got like a quick start training, and then I've got a couple of other resources, DUBB quick start, and I can answer any question about this tool, except for they built some new DUBB sales agent AI thing. I don't have any clue what that's totally doing, but I know everything else about the platform as it originated the last 7 years. So like you can see 1 day ago somebody watched this, right? Like if I go to my main dashboard and I look at my activity, where's the activities? Where are the activities? They changed it around. Videos, video replies, activities. Nope. Reporting. Activities. There we go. 49 minutes ago, 49 minutes ago, 15 hours ago, 13 hours ago, 13 hours. Like, can you guys see like all the things that people like are constantly watching, and you can actually get that data. So you'll actually know specifically down to the video who watched it and how many times did they watch it. Let me put that link to the quick start in the chat as well in case you guys want that. So I'm not here to push DUBB, but what I'm here to do, and I know we went over the hour a little bit, and I appreciate you guys for your attention here, is what I want to do is just really encourage you to get out of your comfort zone. So what would I do next? I sent that off. I'd follow up again. I would give them a call, right? And then, like I said, like if you can, if it makes sense for you to even become a customer, you can do that, like, but the ultimate goal is you got to remember that you're here to serve, and you're here to serve a real human being. So I'm not going for the sale. I'm going for like, what can I solve for this business owner so that it is so valuable they'll exchange money with me? Not what can I sell to them? How can I actually make Amy's life better, Amy's staff's life better? Like how can I improve this business, because there's real humans behind it, and we know we can use AI to speed up this entire process. So is that all clear with everybody? Is it all cool? Okay, and I got your all's word that you were going to hit record. So we will jump off of this call, and you guys are going to go hit record on it, send it out to a business. Congrats on Scott sharing his win. He did 10 of them. He's going to follow up with those businesses 6 to 16 times. There's a sales guy who always says, I follow up until they either tell me yes or tell me to get lost. It's like no response is not enough to stop yourself from following up. Nabila says, how do I get in the inner circle? There are two options. You can pay to join, or you can upgrade your HighLevel account. I have it written on this website here. And then I'm building out those set of agent skills that I was showing you guys. Because right now, I mean, yes, inner circle members get mastermind support where we're actually screen sharing and working on their business details. So that's really valuable. But I think it's these AI agent skills that are also going to really contribute to the resources that you guys have. Alex said, did you run any tests to see if clicking the button or having the calendar embedded is better? I don't think it matters. Not at this personalized level of scale. I don't think it matters. I wouldn't put any thought into that. Just do what's ever easiest for you. But I will say, if taking them to a click and putting them on a landing page that has your calendar embedded in it, and then about 6 million other things and a full menu item and a way for them to bounce, get lost, then you are much better off embedding it on the DUBB page or on your video landing page. Like, simplicity is best. So if you're going to send them anywhere that's going to cause them any extra energy outlay, don't do it. Just embed the calendar. So go that route, 100%. Did you share a Notion page with us today? I did not actually, but I just created one to show you guys, like, you need context, goals, and output for the prompt. So that was it. I do have a workshop guide that I had open just a little bit earlier ago that I can share again. And this one was on how to do video outreach, which is everything I just talked about, but condensed down. This was the guide for video outreach to sell this stuff is view site is this one. So that part where I showed off the light bulbs, that's on this guide. This one needs, I recorded an additional YouTube video, so I better run, guys, but I've got one workshop on this, but I've actually recorded a better one on YouTube. So I'll put that YouTube video up here so you guys can see it, and much more to come. But guys, let me know before I jump off here. I'm supposed to go meet my mother for lunch, but let me know by show in the chat if you got value out of today. really does matter to me. I know we could go crazy complicated on snapshots and on automation, but none of it matters unless you're actually actively getting clients. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay, amazing. Guys, this is great.
Paige,
Yes.
I just joined the inner circle.
Yes.
But the thank you page says that I was removed from builder call reminders.
Really?
Hmm.
I will check into that. I will check into that. Let me look into that.
The power of automations.
Right? Yeah, well, and I've got team members pulling that up now. So let me take a look at that, Lori, and then I'll reconnect the dots with you.
Okay, thanks.
But yeah, but welcome in. Glad to have you.
Thank you. I told you I was coming.
I know. I'm pumped up about it.
Me
So,
too.
love it. Love it, guys. This is great. Okay, cool. Any other questions, thoughts, comments? Cool. Thank you guys. Thanks for sticking over with me a little bit here. And then I'm gonna go and I will be seeing you guys. Sweet. Yeah, Lori, I'm gonna get this settled. I'm gonna message my team member right now, and then I'm running to lunch, and then I will also follow up with you right after I get out of there. But yeah, you're all set.
Okay,
Excited
yeah,
to
because
have
I
you
didn't
in.
get an email. So,
Yeah, no, excited to have
thank
you
you.
in.
Me too.
No doubt. All right, guys. Love this, and I will see you guys soon. Inner Circle members, I'll see you guys on Tuesday, and then I will see everyone else again in the community. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone, and I'll talk to you very soon. Go hit
Bye.
record. Go hit record and send it. All right, bye everyone. Thanks, Alex. Sweet. Love the little emojis. That helps. And then type in AI if you've already used the AI Studio in HighLevel, or give me a no if you're like not yet or not yet, right? Like I want to know who's everybody. It looks like everybody is using it, and it's okay. Don't feel sad if you're like a not yet. Okay, cool. No problem. All right. This is a collaborative